All right, good afternoon, everyone. Today, let's go over, well, first, let me go over how to take our free trial. All right. If you have not taken a free trial with us, it's CFRN.net. Go here to CFRN.net, right here where it says register for a free trial. Put in your name, put in your email address, click register for a free trial. Once you've done that, you'll be sent a confirmation link. You got to click on that confirmation link, otherwise we don't know that you're registered. Okay, you click on that confirmation link, then you'll get a couple more emails. One will say something like, welcome Bob to CFRN, and it'll have a whole bunch of information in there, including the links to get into the live trading room, the links to get into the live trading room, the password for the live trading room, links to videos about our indicators, individual indicators, and I'm thinking we might even have to add something in there, a link to a recap that I did yesterday, the day before yesterday, something like that. Might have been yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday, as a matter of fact. A link to the recap that I did yesterday. We should add that in there because in that recap, not only do I go over the results, but I also go over the trade setup. But then you'll be sent a second video that says, please watch this video. A second email that says, please watch this video in the subject line. Please watch that, because if you do, you'll be a little bit ahead of the game when you get into the live trading room. All right. So I'm going to put a couple of things together. You'll get that second one that has some information about what we do in the live trading room. But I'm also going to start adding the link to that recap to whatever you get when you register for a free trial. That way you'll have two places to see what we do in the live trading room before you even get in there. All right? And that's it. That's all you have to do. Okay? Name, email address, register, click the confirmation link, then just read the emails you get and do what it says. All right? Free. No credit card required. All right. Moving on. The results today. Today we made 9 ticks profit on the Russell, 14 ticks profit on natural gas, 6 ticks profit on crude oil, and 5 ticks profit on gold. We took a total of 23 trades today. Okay, I know, that seems like a lot of trades. And would we still have made a profit even if we took 23 trades and we had an $8 commission? You bet we would have. It took us 11 trades, though, and 64 minutes to get to our goal for the day. The goal for the day is always to make $100 per contract, all right? To make a minimum of $100 per contract. Some days, I just put a target at $100 and we nail the $100 mark. And this column right here is just the value of the closed trades when the goal is reached. You can see some days, like today, for instance, and a couple other days this month, it was a little higher, but that's because the trades that that we were in at that time, they must have run. Or I might have been in more than one trade and they all closed at the same time. Something like that. Anyway, so for the month, we're up $2,342.50 per contract. Okay? That is the gross number. The net number, if you have an $8 commission for every trade, $1,566. If you have a $5 commission per trade, $1,857. Right? Not too shabby for 6 days work. Actually, just 12 hours work. All right. That's it for that. Now, let's go into the actual trades that I took. I'm going to start, as I usually do, with crude oil. All right. Here's crude. And today on crude, let's just scroll back. It started out really slow because it had a huge move down this morning. Okay. It had a big move down. And when it started out here at 9:30, you see it just went sideways for a little while. Then it started to actually move. Our first trade on crude was right in here. We took 6 ticks profit on that one. All right, the next trade we took was over here. That stopped us out, minus 8 ticks, pretty much to the tick there, and then it went up. But at that point, we're minus 2 on the crude. Okay. We took another trade right here. This was a short trade below the trend line. I know I don't have a trend line on there, but I'm sure what I was saying was a down close over here would be a short trade on the crude. And we got 9 ticks profit on that one. Okay. Yeah, I think I missed something up. We got 9 ticks profit on that one. And then the next one we took in here, we got 9 ticks profit, and that put us up there. All right, and the next one we did was right here. that was a stop out. We missed this one, and we lost 8 ticks on that one. Okay. Then we took this one, and we made a little bit of profit on this one, and a little bit of profit on this one. And at the end of it all, we were up a total of 6 ticks. 6 ticks profit on the crude oil. Okay. That's where we ended up. Today we had, I know what it was. We had crude inventories come out today. That's why I was wondering what was happening. This one right here, when the crude inventories came out, we were buying right up here. Okay, we bought there, it went up. I didn't move my stop to break even after 4 ticks like I normally do. It came back down and stopped me out. Moved up a little bit, then it came back down here. And we started looking on the short side here because we were thinking of selling 249 or something like that. And we started looking on the short side. We finally got an opportunity there. Changed directions, went right back up, changed directions again, right back down, and now it's flattened out in the middle. Okay? That is what we did today with crude. Now the next market we'll do will be the Russell. On the Russell today, we ended with plus 9 ticks. Alright, we'll go back here. Now here at 9:30, the Russell was bouncing all around, and we didn't get any of those trades off because I think the ES was right next to a zone. It changed directions, and there was opportunity to short it there and there, both of which we missed. We got in this one, and I should have taken some profit. I got a text message, so I missed it. And I ended up getting a break even on that one. The next trade that we had in here was right here. I think I took 4 ticks profit on that one. All right, down close below the trend line. Missed this nice long trade in here. Changed directions. I missed this nice short trade. Changed directions again. I missed this nice long trade and that little long trade. And we jumped in on this one right here. I believe we took 1 tick profit on that. That gave us plus 5 on the day for the Russell. The next trade that we took was right in here. It was an up close above the trend line. We took 4 ticks profit on that, putting us at plus 9. We had 3 more break-even trades in here. You can see right there, and right there. And that's where we ended the day on the Russell at plus 9 ticks. Plus 9 ticks today on the Russell. Okay. Let's see, gold. Gold is the next one. Here we have gold right here. The very first trade that we took on gold was a break-even trade. The next trade that we took on gold over here was a 10-tick profit. All right, that was an up close off the BBC. Up close off the BBC with bullish divergence and a blue cycle. Okay, the next close after that, the next up close above the trend line after that was right there. We took 3 ticks profit on that one. And then we took another one right here and gave back 8 ticks. That was where I ended the day on gold. You can see right now on gold, it's got some bearish divergence, and that's where your trend line would be. So you would have been looking to short it right there. Okay, right there. So we ended the day at plus 5 ticks on gold. All right, plus 5 on the gold. Now soybeans, we'll do soybeans next. Our very first trade of the day was right here on the soybeans. Was right here on the soybeans. All right, we ended up stopping out for minus 8 ticks on that. We took a break-even trade here on the beans, and we made 4 ticks on that one and 4 ticks on that one, putting us back to break-even on the soybeans. So we had 4 trades on the soybeans, and we ended up flat on the beans on the day. This 1102 number right here is it's where the market wants to go right now. If we drop below 1102, it should get down to 1100 pretty easily. Okay, that's what it should do. Now, that was it on soybeans. We ended up flat on the beans on the day. Okay, natural gas. Well, you can pretty much see here on the natural gas. Oh, maybe you can't. We took a couple of trades on the gas. I only have one of them marked off here, but we took a couple of trades. I think... Oh, you know what? I had taken all the drawing objects off. That's why they're not on there. Because I was showing guys stuff in different time frames. But the first one was a break-even trade, and then we took, I think, 6 ticks profit on this one. Right in here. We had 6 ticks profit on that one, and we took 8 ticks profit on this one. All right, that put us at plus 14 ticks on the day. there was another trade right here at the close of the live trading room. It was actually this one right here at the close of the live trading room for a nice move up like that. All right. Not really any way to get back into it since then, though. There was only one move since then, and that was right there. Now, if I draw the trend line on that for you, it goes like this. You see how the white bar right there closed up above that trend line? Let me blow that up a little. See how it closed up above that trend line? And when you draw the trend line, you draw it from the top of the wick down the corner of the body. Okay? Unless there's a wick sticking out, just draw it down the corner of the body. All right? That's all there is to it. That's it. This first trade that we took over here, you know, again, I'm going to, there's two variations of the trade that we take. One is when it comes all the way down, hits the BBC, which is the green line, and you have bullish divergence between the green line down here and the cycle, which is the red and blue line down here. You got to have divergence between them. When I say divergence, what I mean is separation. All right. It's got to hit the BBC. You got to have this, and the cycle's got to be the right color. It's got to be red for a short and blue for a long. Okay. So you get the up close. That's your entry. Is that up close? Now the other type of trade is if it doesn't hit the BBC. It did in this case, or the cycle is the wrong color. If the cycle is the wrong color, you have to close above the trend line, like over here. You see, we had to close below the trend line. The cycle was the right color, but we didn't hit the BBC. All right. So that's it. Those are all the trades that we do. That's everything we do in a nutshell. Okay. Go over it again. Bullish cross, pull back, test the BBC, bullish divergence, cycle the right color. Entry is on the up close off the BBC. Either the cycle being the wrong color or not hitting the BBC, like we didn't hit the BBC over here. Then you need the trend line. You need the up close above the trend line for a long or a down close below the trend line for a short. The trend line is drawn from the swing high down the corners of the bodies. All right, you see down here we didn't have any divergence. That's why we didn't have a trade there. Okay, right over here, trend line is drawn down the corners of the bodies. Unless there's wicks, it'll go on the wicks if the wicks are higher. Okay, like right over here, for instance. This original trend line would have been drawn like this. All right, but then it got this wick up here like that. So you got to move the trend line up to take that wick into account. And that's it. Those are all the trades we do in the live trading room. It's the only thing that we do. All right. So once again, we are up $2,342.50 per contract. And that is on the month of July, the 6th trading day so far in July. Let's look at this one here. All right. If you haven't taken the free trial, go to CFRN, CFRN.net. Put in your name, put in your email address, click register for a free trial. Simple as that. All right. That's it, guys. With that, I am going to wrap up my recap, and we can, I believe, head back out to Phoenix, Arizona.